Great day. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a special edition of Spiritually Speaking, and I'm coming on to see how we can make this thing happen. I know that it's the middle of the night in some places, and it is early morning in others, and some places it's just right after dinner. So I want to come on today to invite some people in, and let's see what happened when we come here. I know, I'm just giving people a second. So let's get started. I'm going to tag some people because I want to make sure people are in here. If you're coming in, do me a favor, hit 5 friends, 5 frenemies, 5 people you love, and then post it on your page and let's get this thing started. We're going to be talking tonight. I know I get a lot of watchers. And that's good. I don't change. I'm going to be the same, whether it's morning, noon, or night. This program is designed to give you insight into your life, to expand your consciousness, to bring about a new level of you experiencing your wholeness. So if you're watching this right now, you're in the right place. There's no need for you to doubt it. There's no need for you to be complaining. This is not a game. This is not a drill. This is real life, and we're ready to have a good time and have some things happening. Today I was talking about just this whole ideal of how we begin to spin stories in our heads. And let me just go back. We're spinning stories in our head because most of the time we're spinning a story in our head because we believe that that story is in some kind of way going to benefit us. We go to people like myself who have spiritual gifts, spiritual expressions that they're willing to share with to help you evoke and present and build up your own expressions and connections. But there's a lot of people out here that's saying that people are seeking spiritual guidance, religious insight, right? But I've always been a person, and as I said, the more that I really tap into who I be, the more that I'm being called to be more of who I be, the more I have to become more animate about, you got to watch the words that come out of your mouth, and you got to watch the words you allow people to speak around you and about you. That's just how it is. You got to be very careful. And that could mean that people that you normally find yourself having comfortability with, you may have to revamp or correct them when they're saying certain words. So I made this post, and I've been saying this all my life, really. People are like, how many kids you got? I don't have kids. I'm not a goat. It's not possible for me to have a kid. Oh, that's just slang. You so serious? No, because I realized early on that my words actually mean something. And that when I start speaking, my words start presenting themselves, it makes stuff happen. So my goal is to never speak over a person with a language. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Even when in anger, you have to be willing to control your words, right? Because you have what you believe, say, and practice. So our words are very important. So be very cautious when you go around. Be very cautious when you are itching and seeking for an answer, because you are going to get what you're asking for, but it may not be what you need in your life. You know, you want to have a great relationship. You want to have this person in your life, but yet this person is not for your life at this stage. Maybe you missed your opportunity with that person, or that person is just not willing at this present time to give you what you need, right? Shout out to MC Bree, because every time I say that, I always hear his voice. You know, so you need to make sure that you are seeking that which is yours. And when you're seeking, before you go running off telling everybody you want it and letting everybody come, and that's why a lot of times I say, just give me one question. And I say, if you want to go deeper, you need to reach out to me. But I'm going to give you as much as I can, as long as it doesn't give too much information that people know your business, right? And that people can make you nervous. That's just it. You have to remember, your life is your own personal portal. You know, if you could just imagine and visualize with me that When somebody looks into your third eye, looks into your crown chakra, looks into your other chakras and your meridians, and we're looking at your auras, or we going into the spirit realm and meeting your ancestors, or those, you know, those ancestors that have transitioned that are standing there, or we're talking to the spirits of the Orisha, the Lawa, right? Or your spiritual guides. Like, that's a lot. I'm that's why I say sometimes I'm seeing stuff and I'm hearing stuff, but I gotta filter it really, really quickly. That's why I say we only here for a little while. Tell me your husband's name. Tell me your wife's name. Tell me what city you from. Tell me your name. Tell me your mama's name. No, that kind of shit is for a private reading. That's for a private reading. You want that to be done in private so that when things come out, you can communicate, you can affirm, you can deny, and we can protect ourselves. Don't just be so quick to give everybody all your information in front of a group of people that you don't even know who gonna see it and how they gonna use it. And the people are, listen, it's so crazy. Like I told you about the man who's walking around with all the lekkers on and all the beads and stuff, and you know, and talking about he mixing up different names and practices. When y'all hear somebody call me a mambo, that's because that's on my line. That's on one of my family sides. When somebody call me a Ayenife, that's on one of my family sides. When somebody call me a high priestess, that's on my lifestyle. That's in my community. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. So you got to be very careful when you let people start speaking into your life. That's what I want to remind y'all. And speaking over your own life. Stop thinking, stop bringing fears and doubts from previous religious experiences into your spiritual expansion. Because we all start out rituals. Rituals are a part of all belief systems. Whether it means you get up and you salute the sun, you salute the water, whether or not you get together and you smoke a peace pipe, whether or not you get up and you're doing something that you believe makes your relationship, your connection to that which you believe is great. Welcome in, everybody. I see all of you. That is good and great into your life. So that's a ritual. Washing your hands before you making wudu, before you pray as a Muslim, you know, going through the wudu process, that is a ritual. What's the intention? To physically cleanse yourself and show Allah that you are wiping away the things that come into your ear gates, that have come into your mouth, that you may have breathed, that you may have touched, that you may have walked upon. That's the difference. That's the difference, in that we can say it all has rituals. There's an agreement between the people that believe that ritual with you. That becomes a religious group that practice the same rituals. But when you go beyond the rituals of knowing that the rituals is just a point of focus, a affirmation, a confirmation of your belief, then that's when we're moving into spiritualism and spirituality, when you're understanding that you are connected to all that is, all that ever was, and all that whatever shall be, or what is coming. You are connected to that. Those that are in the academy, I did a very brief workshop with them about the message I got about our identities and our original assignment. There should never be a question. I've known that from a child, that I am connected to that which is greater than me. That is the I am. The I am is me. I understand that the breath that I breathe is the same breath that was blown into the whole universe, and that it is perfected just for me, because only 0.4% of it is oxygen. And that's what I need to thrive. But yet I'm constantly rejuvenated. I am the waters, the water. My body is 70 to 80% water. I am the dust. Just go ahead. Don't, scrub yourself and see what will come off. We are the wind when we speak. Come on, y'all. Y'all ain't listen. This is what I came on to talk about today. Understanding the power of your words. Yes, we're going to do a couple of spiritual readings and things like that. But I want y'all to understand, that's why when I tell y'all, if you want to go deeper, I need you to book a private reading. If you want to go deeper, I need you to book a private reading. Don't have me channeling your grandmother, and your grandmother start telling me about you ignoring this, that, and the other and telling all y'all business online. No. If I have to do it, I'll do it. But if most of the time y'all will see me be restrained and say, hey, just reach out to me later. This is, hey, honey, how you been? This is the type of energy that we got to start taking back. If you create a ritualistic or a pattern of behavior is a ritual, right? You get up in the morning, you put your feet on the floor, you walk toward the bathroom to release yourself, or to wash your face, brush your teeth, and then relieve yourself or take your shower. Those are all patterns of behavior. You put the glass down, then you pour the water. I hope y'all hydrating, because I'm sure I am. I can see the difference. Moving ourselves into that awareness that we have the ability to speak and create that which we desire. That we are not just waiting for something to fall from the sky, like the sky is falling, like we're Chicken Little waiting for the sky to fall. No. We are understanding that we are speaking, breathing, and designing our life. So be careful what words you allow to be spoken. I remember my friends and I, about 15 years ago, maybe 20, it had to be about, let's just say 20 years ago, we decided we're not going to call each other bitches, regardless of what we say. And I even have an acronym: beautiful, intelligent, talented, compassionate human being. Beautiful, intelligent, talented, compassionate human being. But we are choosing not to use that word for everyone, for ourselves, to describe us. Because while we can say it's a term of endearment, but we know what that word is. It's a slang version for a female dog. And particularly in our cultural experience, heritage experience, we were relegated to dogs and property. No, not everyone was a queen, but you can aspire to be a queen. It was possible to navigate through the ranks and become a queen. So why not have the attitude, or a king? You have what you believe, say, and practice. What you believe, you will talk about. And you will say it often. And then it will turn into a pattern of behavior that represents what you saying and believe in. And then the results will show that. Some of us want to believe a way, but we want to believe in it. We're being secretive. We're not speaking it. Just like I say, when people want to do they're speaking to their ancestors, or they're speaking to the Orishas, the Lawa, the guardian angels, the galactic forces. Whenever you're speaking to God, you should be speaking out loud in your full ass voice. To whisper it for Abba Jabba Jabba Jabba, Abba Jabba Jabba, or you in your head. You what is that? Why you but you can talk loud, you can argue with people, you can, hey, but you're not doing that. Sometimes I yell like, hey, I need y'all to come on and intervene, because this is too much right now. I need somebody to come help me lift this load, clear my pathways, bind up whatever they do. I'm speaking that out with authority, and you do too. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the power within. The essence that is you, the breath that is your life, that is illuminating you into this new existence. You're not weak. You're not missing anything. Nothing is lacking. Everything is available to you. There's a life system that's already in place before humans start trying to tamper and control and dictate and box you in and label you and tell you that your spiritual experience has to look like everyone else's spiritual experience. I just came across a video I did when I was back in Ghana with a friend of mine, friend/client of mine, that came to me and was like, yeah, I'm not going to be doing no more spiritual stuff because I'm just going to go ahead and become a preacher. And I was like, why? Like, talk to me about this. And we ended up recording the session. And I said, why? Is it ego driven? Is it money driven? Is it pressure? You would give up your identity, your purpose, your calling because somebody feels uncomfortable so that you can do it in what they make them be comfortable. And there's no growth, there's no change, there's no advancement. And I'm not saying that happens in church. People can have advancement, progress, in church. Yes, you can. Very much so. I'm talking about this one situation. What are you doing with your voice? That's what I asked him. I said, how are you supposed to use your voice? Are you going to continue to do the same rhetoric, or are you going to show people how what you believe is actually part of that religion? It's the basis of that religion. And we walk through it. He said, well, I should be praying in a temple. I said, yeah, but do you remember when Jesus went to the temple to get teachings and then he went to nature to pray? And then put guards outside to say, like, I don't want anybody disturbing me. When he was in the garden, why he on mountaintops instead of going to the temple? Why was he on boats instead of going to the temple? Because he understood the greatest power is when you are surrounded by that which you are. The containment of a building, while it will house and experience the spirit, the presence, it is magnified even more when you're inside of the elements. Oh, y'all missing that. That messed me when I first came on. I got brainwashed into thinking my spiritual was no good. And yep. I'm telling you, that's what we all of us have had some level. Well, I kind of was always rebellious, but it's a very common thing, sis. It's nothing. No, don't feel bad about it. Just grow from it, learn it, and use it to springboard you back into the reality of your life, of your assignment. Somebody said, oh, that person smokes cigarettes. I said, that is not my business. Are they doing something that's making a contribution? Like, why they in my path? They smoking, just don't smoke around me because I don't like cigarette smoke. And I use my voice for a living. Not for a living. I use my voice to create pathways that bring about financial assurances. How about that? Yeah. Because I'm already living. I'm living my life because it's golden. And I'm living a blessed life, a full life, a whole life. You are too. You just forgot because you keep getting distracted. Absolutely, positively, so it is. So we're talking tonight about understanding that when we are speaking and we're allowing people to speak over us, I prophesy and decree today that every pot in your mama's house or in your daddy's line, shut up. Shut up. You better be decreeing and declaring that you have victory over anything and everything that was ever planted on your family line. You have victory and you have power and possession over your own destiny from this day forward. Nothing, no one is more powerful than that which you represent that is within you. Therefore, we are calling forward that power to become activated right now in this presence to reshape, rebuild, and dismiss that which is blocking you, that which is hindering you, that which is confusing you. That's how I talk. I don't know about y'all. I don't want you speaking over me about something. Oh, I see. I curse the death. Just there ain't no death coming my way. No death. There's some death. There's some endings and some deaths to some of the behaviors. There's some endings and some deaths to some of the mindsets. There's some endings and some death to pathways that are leading me to people, places, ideas and situations that are not in alignment with my destiny. Oh, welcome, brother. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. The preponderance. I ain't even gonna go there. I'm gonna keep it right there. We're talking about utilizing our words to advance us versus trapping us. Oh, I'm so tired. Yes, you can always ask a question, but if it's a question specifically for your life, we're going to hold off on that for a second. But right now, we're talking about the power of you using your words and not allowing people to speak words and give you labels and titles that are not representative of you. Absolutely, positively so it is. That's why you don't hear me say I have kids. No, I don't. I'm not a goat. I can't produce kids. I only can produce children, divine beings, my honey babies. That's what I'm producing. That's what I'm bringing to this world, to this universe. I'm being a caregiver, a handler of these people. The bumpers. I'm being the bumpers on the road as they're growing and walking and developing. So I don't have kids that's running around, jumping all over the place. Yeah, all that. No, I've been around goats. I know how they act. I know how sheep act. Stop telling people to be humble as a lamb, because a lamb is not humble. A lamb is quiet, but they will get you. They will bite you. They will spit at you, and they will butt you head on. Be careful what you ask for, because you are going to get it. It's not you might, you are. What was you today, my dear? Yes. Oh, go for it. Yeah, you can try it. You know, I just wanted to give you an idea of how we were flowing here today, in case you wanted me to do a particular direct question to you. Yeah. So we're moving forward here. This is why I do that, because I understand who I am. I am a teacher. I am a mother, physically and spiritually. I am a healer. I am a seer. I am a purveyor of ancient ways and wisdoms. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is how we grow. You form a community that is moving, not just agreeing, but moving. You know, when I go home, they talk about, you know, oh, we're this, and those, and all this nationalism. So I don't even claim the country anymore. I just claim my ethnicity, my ethnic group. Why should I walk around with a name that wasn't in existence in my one country where I'm from? The name didn't exist and the borders didn't exist until 1850 Berlin Conference, where they carved up the continent of Africa and divided families, divided nations. Absolutely, positively. I'm telling you, great day. So we must begin to honor all of us. Okay, it's coming. I'll get to your question shortly. Any comments or questions about what I'm saying about the power of words? You know, I want to be married. Okay, you want to be married, but let's get specific. I think Monica said it when I just posted her comment. She said, but you better be very specific. And that's what I learned from Uncle Bob Proctor. He said, be very specific, be very clear. Do not be afraid of what you want. Because if you say you want a car and you get a hoopty instead of that nice BMW you was waiting on, he said, don't blame nobody but yourself. Because there is a Mercedes on your timeline, but you didn't ask for it yet, so you got the hoopty. There is a relationship for you, but because you're not being specific, you know, Billy Bob came by or Shanika came by, and then what? Now you want to complain that you've been victimized. No, you weren't clear. You weren't clear. Yes. There's a song I used to love to sing. They used to ask me to sing this one song when in church, and it was called "Speak a Word Over Your Life." You got to, it says encourage yourself. You got to speak the word over your own self. That's what the song says. Say, speak the word over your own self and you will be healed. It will be revealed. So speak over yourself. Encourage. Let me start singing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, lovey. I'm telling you, we have to begin to do that. Okay? Are we good? Power of words, power of community. Power of words and the power of community. You were just playing that. Ain't that's a song right there. Oh, honey, I used to enjoy singing that song. I still, and I had a great band. We had a great band. I'm telling you. You always trying to get me to sing. Yes. That's the word. Because the reality is that that's why I tell people, I said, the words of the universe are the words of the universe, whether people manipulate them or not. My role, I've decided, is that I'm going to tell you people is bullcrapping you. Like, why I got to wait for you? Not everybody want to know about African spirituality. Not everybody want to get into becoming a shaman. Not everybody want to know about plant-based medicine, spiritual-based medicine. Not everybody want to do this. Everybody this. No, come on now. That's because we're not being serious. So the charlatans are coming. The charlatans are coming. And I'm explaining to you that you got to speak over your own life. Don't just keep saying amen to people and yes, it's true. Yeah, because you think they doing something. No, hold us accountable. Don't tell me, yeah, that's true when it ain't true. I told somebody about a vehicle. I described the vehicle to a T. I said, but I see two of them. Why? She said, oh, wow, they're showing me two different. One is this type of car and one is this kind of car. I said, but which one has the fatter body? Because that's got an engine issue. Run the thing again. And sure enough, she told people to she wanted that one with the fat body. She gave it back to the dealer and asked the dealer, can you double check this while I'm waiting and making my decision? And they took it around to the service department and they said that, I don't know what it's called, a piston or something inside the engine was cracked. Because I take very seriously what I share with people. You should too. Right? And what people share with you, you take serious. When somebody speak a word over your life, you make sure that it should resonate. And if you're not certain because you haven't gotten to that part of your timeline yet, you mark it. And you remember that it all works together for your greater good. Not everything is going to be happy, 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 joy, joy, joy. Sometimes it's going to be happy and then like, whoo. But when you get done with that, whoo, you got something refreshing coming your way. Something fulfilling. A restoration is coming your way. Let's go here in these questions. Drop y'all questions, y'all. Comments are always appreciated. Words are always appreciated. Ishka, are you still here? Let me know you still here. I know we're on 2 different time zones right now. I'm going to give you about 10 more seconds and then I'll move on. You might they have some questions for you, Ishka. They have questions for you. So that job is available to you, but they have some questions for you before. It's like you might have to go through more than one interview to get that position. But you may have somebody on the inside. You have somebody working on the inside too for you. All right. She says, I'm worried about losing my home. What do you see with that? Can you reach with me? Can you reach out to me? Can you reach out to me about that? I do see that situation. That situation is situational. Like it can be prevented. You just got to bite the bullet and you got to do two things and you don't want to do it. But you got to do it. That's your livelihood for you and yours. Okay? But you can reach out to me directly. You know my number. All right. For those of you that are wanting to have a private reading with me, I can put up you go over to Linktree/Spiritual Soul Spa. Linktree/Spiritual Soul Spa. And come hang out with me. Come find it. I am Sister Full, Miriam Sister Full. You can come and join us. You can also join me. I do coaching, training, and therapeutic support for people. If you want to do that, go ahead and go over to this same Linktree and click on where it says sessions, and you can have a private 20-minute session with me so we can see if I'm a best fit for you and if I am able to support you on your journey in this moment, right? Very rarely do I turn people down. There is a fee for my coaching and training. There is a fee for the academy, but they're all workable. The academy is $25 a month or $200 for the year. And don't make me tell a story about how much the sessions are. All right. But there are people here that are participating in the sessions. And there are people who are not here who are participating in the sessions. That's just the way it goes. All right, let's go back up. I lost my headphones and they sandstone colored beats. Oh, I feel like you left those headphones like in like a booth or like a table or something. It's telling me you should probably check. Feel like somebody turned them in because they did see what they were like. So just keep your eyes and ears open. Hey, Jimmy, long time. Good to see you. Okay. The structure on the jobs. Yeah, I can see that. Did they recently merge that company, or that company just got bought or something? Or is it in the process of that? Because that's what I see. Why it's so slow. They are making a lot of changes. But I feel like your job, you good. You may not want to stay there, but you're good. Okay. I'm glad you got it. Anything I need to surrender and let go of or resisting. And see, it's funny. When I was talking earlier, it showed you, right? It says, and right now what I'm hearing is don't rush. It's like you're trying to say, aha, that, aha. But Spirit is saying, I didn't ask you to know. I didn't ask you to know. I'm asking you to surrender and let me do the work. That's what Spirit wants you. They want you to surrender so that the work can be done, not you trying to figure it out. And you're like, and quit saying you feel miserable. Quit saying that, yes, your body is tired. I can feel you. You're dragging. Yes, you're heavy. You feel heavy. I got you. I hear you. But Spirit is asking you to don't do nothing. Don't try to ask. Don't try to figure it out. Give it. Seems like I gave you a time frame already. What is the 7? Did I tell you about 7 days or something? Did I talk to you about something about 7 days? Because you're busy defending some of the parts that's about to be washed away from you, so you can really have your peace and your position and your crown polished and sitting pretty and proud. I'm telling you, oh girl, you just don't know. Don't try to figure out nothing else. Don't try to figure out nobody else. Don't try to figure out what's going on. Hey, body, I love you. Thank you. I'm going to let you rest. Nope. Phone. If it's not an absolute emergency, I'm not dealing with you. You wore down from the inside out. But it's also because you got to make decisions. It's change that has to happen in your life, and it's happening. And some of it feels forced, but it is. I feel like you really are making some decisions for the future. You're making decisions for yourself. I think you sometimes when you get a little overwhelmed, you're not certain that you made the right decision, but I'm gonna remind you, you will see very soon that your decision and your gift that you have been given is coming to really act up in your life in a good way. Yeah, you're doing very good. Don't worry about numbers right now. They said just start planning how you're gonna. It's like you can be making money, but you're still trying to go down this one lane, but they're telling you to slow down. And that was the word for September, to do more introspection, not looking at the external circumstances and conditions that come, but being more introspective and also detoxing. And today I talked about that. I got the word that the detoxing is not just physical detoxing, like you're going to take a detox and cleans out your system. It's also a detoxing of our minds, of our mindsets, of the things we hear, the things we're speaking, the things we're putting ourselves around, right? Some of us are drained because we keep exposing ourselves to people and they're like sponges and they're taking our energy. I answered your question and I said yes, but I feel like you're going to have to go through a second interview. Like they're going to complicate the process for you getting the position. Do you currently have someone in that company that you know that is looking out for you, like trying to help you get that position or speaking on your behalf? Because I do see that coming through. But it might be a couple of things you have to do to for sure get the position. Yes, there's talk of a merger with another. See, I can see it. Yeah, I saw a boardroom in my ears just. Yeah. Hey, Tawada. Hey, Miss Joy with your beautiful self. Hey there. Oh, you've grown up so beautifully. Yeah. You got to shut that down. And I know it's easier said than done, but that's what I heard from Spirit. And so it is. A while ago, I rented a car from a company when I went to Florida and I had a flat tire. And after getting it towed, one of the reps told me, I can never rent it again. If I reach out to the corporate, will it be? You definitely can address it and make sure you keep all your receipts. It's so funny you said that. I saw the person. I feel like that person that you rented from is actually a side, what do you call it? A franchiser. But definitely, I would definitely pursue it and not let it be done. It's not your fault you got a flat tire. I mean, it's the road, unless you purposely had somebody slice the tire, which I doubt. But it would be fine. You're also another one that needs to give yourself a break from thinking about stuff. I know it's easier said than done because I'm also a thinker, right? But I told y'all one of the things I've learned over the time is that when I start my day and when I end my day, I start in the beginning by giving gratitude and affirming what I want to happen, right? I want to, tonight when I lay down, I want to get the confirmations and I want to remove any blockages or be guided to the place that brings me the clients that are for me, or the opportunity for me to speak, or my book to be recognized, like my children and my grandchildren. Like I'm speaking what I want to happen. So as I'm counting down, right, the things that I'm saying as I'm going under are things that I want to experience. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Jacqueline, what's up, girl? You came up for air, did you? I'm thinking about doing some part-time job searching. I just want to focus on my business, but I feel like financially I could use a new source of income. Only if it's something like you could do that's really worth your money. Like, how do I say this? Your discipline has to be there. And you can't do more than what you agreed to do. So like if you agree to work 15 hours, 20 hours a week for $25, that's all you can do. And you can't go, oh, I'm tired, I gotta work. But like you gotta really manage your time, because I see it being successful. I see blue around it, I see some white around it, and I see some orange about it, which is about feelings, right? And don't go too far. Yeah. Hey there. Great day. Welcome. Now you're seeing it clearly today more than ever. Ooh, I'm glad. Did you see your question? Did you see your question? I answered you twice. I asked you a question, right? Hopefully we're just missing you. You said, no, I don't know anyone, but I'm planning to reach out to people on LinkedIn. Okay, cool. Because I feel like there's somebody that's going to be popping up that might be more of an advocate for you to get into that particular job. The opportunity is there, but it's going to take a couple of steps for you to get there. So maybe if you're newer in this industry, or if your resume is something about it that's making them do an extra step for you. All right. All righty. Yes. What was my higher self want me to know what I'm going through currently? You know, it's funny that you came in here tonight, because I was doing something. What was I doing? I think I was singing in my office, and your name flashed across my face. Like it just flashed across when I was singing. And one of the things it's telling me is that if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe that you are the being that was worthy, who is beautiful, who is resourceful, who has integrity, yes, we all make mistakes, but you can't keep trying to figure out what you did. You are being called to reclaim the confidence, the esteem, and the wisdom that other people have benefited from. Now it's time for you to make it work for you. Yeah. You also need to take more time out to just sit with your higher self too. That's what I just heard. You need to sit with your higher self. You have a lot of conflicts and internal conflicts that you're dealing with, because one side of you is like, I'm strong, I got this, let me go do what I got to do. And then the other side is like, but if I do that, then this person or persons won't see me as something they want, or I might be too strong for them. And then this other people over here might say I'm doing too much. So you got to make a decision, because your time is running out and you tired of living low. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all can eat gari soka, which is the gari with coconut milk and sugar, sugar and peanuts. Is nice, but I don't want to eat it every day. I don't want to eat it every day. Right? I don't want to eat it. And I'm saying that to you. You feel that way right now in your life. Yes, please. Love you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Y'all, you're welcome. Thank y'all for being here tonight. We're going to be moving on. I appreciate y'all. I'll give y'all like 15 more minutes if we need it. If not, I'm going to be wrapping this up, because there's no need to linger, when we've already handled business, right? We've handled business. Everything was good. I hope that you take the word that I've given today, the message that I got about speaking and using the right vocabulary and the right environments to bring about what you desire for your life. Right? Bring about the right things for your life. Right? Bring about the things that you want. Stop worrying about how, So sometimes, right, I be wanting to talk about certain things, and the Spirit be like, no, you cannot ask, you cannot inquire about that. That ain't got nothing to do. What did I tell you to do? Focus on this. And I be like, okay, you have to be willing to focus on you. I'm supposed to say something, focus on you. I think that's her or somebody like that. But I like just little words hit my ear for a second. You got to know. Get up and speak over yourself. Get up and give yourself compliments. Get up and give yourself the love, get dressed up for yourself. Like I told you, I don't know if y'all saw my video. I woke up and walked past the mirror the other day. I was like, hey, let me just say, and then I heard that song, I'm feeling myself. You should be feeling yourself. You should be you should be the president, the CEO, and the original member of your fan club. Even when you gain weight, even when you get bald, even when you are unemployed, even when you're employed, you should be the one person that you can celebrate is you. Even when your person say you ain't what they want, you could be like, I know somebody who want it though. It's me. You understand? Maybe that's not leaving you alone because you're not what they want, but because they know they really don't deserve what you are. Y'all ever think about that? It's called reframing. You are whole and complete. That's why my logo is what? What's my slogan? It's all inside of you if you just believe, yes. But the other one I'm talking about is what? I said I bring holistic solutions, SOUL, solutions for you to reclaim and rediscover your wholeness. Yes, you are whole and complete. No ifs and buts about it. You are whole and complete. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Nobody makes you happy. Nobody makes you feel love. They help you take the love and the happiness, all the peace, all the intelligence, all the ingenuity. When you meet a person, they're gonna spark you, and you're gonna start producing more. Don't get it twisted. Is there anything I need to know, my dear? Sometimes keep your energy for you. It's one thing to listen to people, Arlene. It's one thing to listen to people, Arlene. It's another thing to let them pull you into their stuff. You are very kind-hearted, and then when you snap out, people want to say you did something wrong, but you need to be focusing on how you can bring about your financial. Like, you got to be whispering. I don't know why I feel like I ain't gonna say it online, but when I see you like speaking. I don't know if you pray or something and you be like, yes, I see my money, I see my this, I see my this, I see my this. But then you get distracted and start trying to put that on somebody else. But you need to focus on you, really. Don't let people pull you into their chaos where you can't take care of you. You understand me? You are very much connected to spirit, to God, creator. You are very much aware that when you speak and say things that they coming around. You even got a little touch of healing hands. You walk very keenly in the spirit. Don't let people play with you. And that don't mean, that's not about ego. That's about, you need to start going within and working on you. Stop praying for so many other people and start praying for yourself. Because you're not, when you pray, you don't pray to beg. You pray being like, woo, 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 boop, boop, bloop, blah, blah, blah. Sissy, I love you. Thank you for letting me experience you for real. I needed that boost. Thank you. Yeah, that's what they're telling me. You need to, yeah. Bring it in. Bring it in. Close that purse up too. That wallet. Put that card up. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much again for sharing this time with me. Thank you. Oh, you are welcome, my dear. Oh, it's been such a blessing to support. Oh, I thank you so much, Melanie. You just really don't know. Thank you so much for those words. Oh, yeah, that form that wasn't filled out was my master promise. Hey, I told you I was like, talking about some money and they get it done like today, yesterday. Y'all filled it out, right? I'm happy. Okay. I'm honored that I could support you. Yeah, that's what this is community. This is family, right? It's community and family. Thank you all for being here. Let me, before I forget, October 17th through the 18th, I am hosting an Ancestors Calling session, and it's going to be for 2 days. You're going to come here to Arizona. You have to do it in person. I can't do this online. There's no way. You have to come here. It's $450 for the 2 days. You're going to stay in a house. You're going to have your meals, but you have to get here and you have to pay $450. Everything will be included. There are certain things I'm going to tell you about and I need to talk to you, right? Just don't send me $450 because I want to talk to you. Some of us need to clear some residue off of us, and then we need to tap into the ancestral energies so that we can benefit from them. And I want to teach you really how you do that. It's not an initiation into anything outside of an initiation back into yourself, into your assignment. That's all I'm doing, is helping you get back on track for that, or open up even more than what you already are. That's October 17th, 18th here in Arizona. Anybody can come, my dear. Listen, somebody else said, listen, let me tell y'all something. Only in America do people say, oh, that's only for old people, young. No. If you feel the call to come to any event, any spiritual center, any retreat, especially for me, it's not, only thing I say is that I shouldn't say I don't do. Let me rephrase that. I have not been guided to do retreats for children yet. But the youngest person that's come to my retreat was 18. But I do family intensives where the children are as young as 8 and 9 years old. One time somebody's child was 5, and we were able to do some things. So don't let age, don't let gender, don't let location, don't let ethnicity stop you from, if you are hearing to my voice, then that means there's a reason. That means there's something that the greater plan included us interacting. Yes, it's true. The greater plan required us to interact. Absolutely, positively, so it is. Okay, so if you want to come. If you want to send friends, send them. But my space is capped because I can't have, that's it, right? That's it. There is, and that's the thing too, right? Sidebarring them out the door. Spirit, when it comes to genders and stuff like that's not spirituals. That's not spiritual. We say genders, we say her, him, we say, whatever. But if you look at everybody's body, it's the same, except some just have more mass in certain areas than others. Some parts, everybody starts at the same in the womb, and then there's a change. Okay. So everybody is required, needed, and necessary. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. So don't say you're useless, you're not wanted. You may not be wanted by those people, but the rest of us are waiting on you. Okay, you're not too old. Get yourself in gear. The oldest person I had was one of the, I will tell you, sometimes when I get my elders in the house, they will shut you down. I had a 70-something-year-old woman come with me to one of my retreats, and we got in the water in the ocean. And I said, we transverting back into when you were a child. That's part of one of my processes. And when I said, go back to the time in your childhood when you felt the freest, this woman did a dive into the water, y'all, and start flopping around and having a good time. See, she just needed permission to remember that she was free. Some of us ain't thought about that. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you all for being here. It's already a great day, a great night, wherever you are. Know that things are going to be progressing for you. Remember what we talk about. Go back and watch the videos. Facebook takes them down after 30 days, but they're always on my YouTube, which is called The Spiritual Soul Spa. You can always go there. And you see, and we are ready to get it going and make it happen. All right. Love and appreciate y'all. See y'all next time.